Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? What's up? What the fuck's up, Denny's? Welcome back to Adjective Noun Gaming presents Sunset and Stardew. I'm Josh from Adjective Noun Gaming, and I'm joined once again by buddy Ben. How's it going, Ben?
I'm doing alright, buddy. How are you?
Doing pretty good. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. God, we have so much money.
We do. It's been a Mary Kate and Ashley's New York minute, and we're going to get back into this the best way we know how.
Oh, man, all of my stuff is way different from all the other games I've been playing.
Yeah, Ben's been playing a lot of Stardew outside of Sunset and Stardew. I know. I'm upset as well.
Get the fuck over it.
All right, so let's kick things off the way we normally do.
Check the mail. Did you check the mail?
I checked the mail.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right. So I'm going to open it up. So like, if anybody's watching this, if you guys ever have questions or anything, feel free to like PM me on Twitter or comment on Twitter, on Facebook, on anything, and we'll be sure to answer your questions on this here show. But for now, we're going to kind of like structure the way we talk about things a little bit more. We talk about movies, games, and stuff. So I say, Ben, if that sounds good to you, we're going to structure it a little bit more, organize it a little bit more, at least for the betterment of my brain.
It's your channel.
So there we go. All right. It's Ben's channel. That's the first order of business is I'm giving it to you, my son.
Oh, shit.
It's everything as far as the eye can see. Everything that, what's the Lion King? Everything the light touches.
Real structure.
Real structure. That's what we're here for. All right. So first thing we're going to do is news. If there's any items in like the world of video game news, anything, we'll talk about that stuff first. The only thing that I have for that today is to talk about, have you seen the Death Stranding trailer?
I didn't watch any of that yet, no.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I
was at work all day.
I mean, I was too up until 3:30, but yeah. I watched it as soon as I got home. And It's got me very, very interested and excited because it looks just like absolutely nothing. It looks like there's so much going on. Like, I think Abby from Giant Bomb said it best when she was just like, the more I know about Death Stranding, the less I know about Death Stranding or something like that.
That's great.
It's just, and then there's a release date announced. It's November 8th. So
okay.
I'm very excited. It almost looks a lot like Metal Gear 5.
Okay.
Like the gameplay kind of does.
Game.
Yeah, like the idea of just like carrying all these tools with you and then like having to know which tool to use at the right time or which gun to use at the right time. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. Like the character movement even looks a little bit similar to it.
Huh.
But yeah, the story just looks absolutely fucking bonkers, which I'm sure like just with Hideo Kojima's other games, it'll make more sense like the more you actually play it.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just like I'm along for the ride. Like I'm 100%. I'm down for whatever he wants to do with it.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what we planted on our farm?
I have absolutely no idea. It's been like weeks or months, maybe weeks.
Yeah, it's been a long.
It's been a long time. Ben got busy with school stuff. I got busy with wedding and life stuff.
It was rough.
So
2 weeks. Today was my last day with kids. Yay!
That's
summer.
good. Ben gave his kids away.
Yep, they're no longer mine. They're up for adoption. Go get it.
It's my last day. It's my last day with kids. Oh man,
no more kids ever again.
If nobody knew you were a teacher, then that would be a really funny statement to just say.
All right.
But other than that, though, yeah, I don't know what we planted, but I know that the Death Stranding trailer was really good. Do you have anything in the world of like video game news or real life news or anything in general?
News.
I just kind of thought we could put like general stuff there at the top of the show and then dig deeper into like other stuff.
News. Tell you the news. We don't have any sap, so we can't make any gosh darn fertilizer.
That's very true. Wait, I think I might have some sap.
Oh, I have sap. Here it is.
Okay.
Let's make some fertilizer. Because we need good melons.
Don't.
Not melons. We need good parsnips.
Hey, there's a chicken just wandering around on the farm.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Okay.
We need to get some grass started planting these fences or make these fences bigger. Because they gotta eat real grass.
That's true. Ben trying to let the goddamn chickens out. Our first stream back in weeks.
He'll be fine. Peanut's great.
Peanuts are great. We don't have any animals in the barn yet. I just went into the barn wondering why the animals were gone from there too.
I was gonna say I don't think we have any yet. We'll have to like fence off. We can start like here and fence off this whole area. That's kind of
Okay.
I'm imagining it now. News.
I mean, this can literally be any kind of
news. Did you
news.
see that Playdate thing?
Which one?
The little like not the video, but
little
handheld console.
Yes, the little handheld.
That looks interesting.
It looks very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I wish they wouldn't have like done copyright nonsense with whatever that festival was. That kind of sucks shit.
Yeah.
But
other than that,
the thing looks neat. I like Bennett Foddy's games and Kid Takahashi's games.
Yeah.
So should be a cool time.
I think it'd be
maybe.
Yeah, it looks neat. Like $150 is a little bit steep for it, but it's to be expected. It's a piece of technology. Yeah. There's other companies out there.
I like the company that like helped them make it. That Teenage Engineering. I have one of their little pocket operators.
Oh, okay.
Little, like synthesizer thing.
Oh, that's right. We've literally talked about that on this program before. I think I didn't realize that was the same people doing this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So,
okay.
That thing looks neat. I guess there's a there's a Call of Duty thing tomorrow.
Yeah, some kind of stream to announce. Yeah. Is it just like the new Call of Duty game?
I guess so.
Okay, and I think from what I've heard in the other news, I'm not sure how other people have been reading this, but it's literally just going to be called Call of Duty Modern Warfare again.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, I don't know. That might be cool, I guess.
If it goes back to if that series,
was a good-ass game.
Yeah, Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was a very good game.
Yeah.
And then the second one,
2, I remember being pretty good.
3 was okay.
I don't remember ever playing. I don't know if I played 3.
The multiplayer in 3 was really good. I didn't really get too much into the story, but it'd be cool if they get back to their good story roots.
Sure.
I'd be down for that.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of parsnip seeds. Seeds. Parsnip sneeds.
Parsnip sneeds.
Off to my way, lady.
Great fucking start. Okay. So next thing, I don't know where I could put this in the thing. Like, I guess we could do games we've been playing next.
Sure.
So I'll start out with some board games I've been playing.
Ooh, I like a good board game.
So normally I don't really like complicated ones. So I went over to Alex. So you folks at home that are watching know Alex from Swirly Games. He's always on my streams every Friday for Far Cry Days. He and his fiance got me and Christa into Settlers of Catan for the first time.
Settlers is a good game.
It's a very good game. Like, it seemed very daunting at first, especially to somebody like me who doesn't understand stuff a lot like other people do. But we really, really enjoyed it. Like, I think it's like one of my top 5 favorite board games now.
It's a good one.
And we our session went so long because we were it was a couple weekends ago when like the second to last episode of Game of Thrones was going to air. Sure. And so we had to rush the game and we never even got to finish it. And I don't even know what Catan Endgame looks like, but even not knowing that, I still had a fucking amazing time playing it. It was so fun.
That's good.
Yeah. I downloaded, there's a free app you can get. I don't know if it's on Android, but on iOS it's called like Catan. It has Catan in the name. And from what it implied, it's like a spin-off or like a very similar version of Catan, but like a free to play version of it. With maybe some different boards and different rules or something. I haven't dug into that yet. But there's also a Game of Thrones Catan, which we were going to play until they told me that the rules are completely different and it's a lot more complicated.
Yeah, Game of Thrones I've heard is a long fucking game too.
Yeah. So we didn't get into that. So Catan was probably the best jumping off point. And then we introduced them to Exploding Kittens, which is a really fun...
Exploding Kittens is a great game.
It is.
Like, if you want to play a game real fast.
And I did the thing that I always do with that game, which is where I fuck up explaining the rules the first time, and then we play a game, and then it's like, oh yeah, you actually were supposed to put these back in the draw pile, or something stupid like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like kind of hard to remember like the exact sequence of events with that, but we got it down and they enjoyed that. And then they are coming over this weekend, and I'm going to give a board game a try that I didn't enjoy the first time, but I'm hoping I'll enjoy it more the second time, which is Pandemic.
Pandemic's great.
Yeah, I think when we played it in Columbus at that board game parlor the one time, and we went there directly after a crew game, so I think I was just tired.
Sure.
Like, I was just very tired, and Pandemic is a really like intensive, like rules intensive game, especially compared to the other stuff that I play.
Oh
but
yeah.
they had a really great board game sale on Amazon a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and we got Pandemic for
That's what I thought.
$20.
Cool.
So we'll have that now. And then I guess like with the newer versions, they added something in the instruction manual, like some kind of video you can go to like on their
Oh, cool.
website, and it actually shows you how to
That's
play the
smart.
game. So
Yeah, there's great YouTube resources out there for board games. Like,
yeah, yeah,
um, it's you can watch a video on almost any board game now,
yeah,
and it's pretty cool.
it is really neat. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it on the board games front. They've got a lot of other board games they said they want to introduce us to, like Ticket to Ride is one of them we've been wanting to
Ticket to
play.
Ride was fun. I played that like once, I think. That was okay.
Um,
I enjoyed my time with it.
yeah, they've got a closet full of board games, and we've
Sure.
got a couple. Like I think like the most complicated one we have now is Pandemic, but before that it was
Yeah.
just like Exploding Kittens and some other random stuff. But looking forward to getting more into board games now that I actually have a
Cool.
regular group of people that lives around here that I can play them with.
That's like the hardest part.
Yeah.
Just trying to find people to play with.
And then as far as actual video games, I have a couple that I've been playing. Krista and I have recently been replaying LA Noire.
Yeah, saw that.
That game is very, very good still.
Is it? I've never played it. I have it on Steam, I think.
Honestly, I think I thought about this the other day, especially with my mixed reception to Red Dead Redemption 2. I gave it a really I gave it a really long, hard thought, like over the course of a couple days. Like if I had to pick my top, like maybe 3 Rockstar games, what would I pick?
Sure.
I think LA Noire is my number 1.
Wow. Okay.
GTA San Andreas would be 2, and then the first Red Dead Redemption would be number 3.
Interesting.
I think
Okay.
that's how I'd rank them. The first Red Dead is very, very high up there in my mind, and I've even gone back
Yeah.
and played it since Red Dead Redemption 2, and it just they don't feel the same, and
Huh.
not in a good way.
Sure.
Like the first game even feels like it controls better than the second one did. And then even like LA Noire, Krista noticed last night, she was just like, "Wow, you're taking those turns in that car like really tight, like and really quick."
Yeah.
And like you just can't do that in Red Dead 2, like on the
Right.
horse. So like it's bizarre to me how much better LA Noire controls for a game that's like almost, I think it is over 10 years old by now, isn't it?
Uh.
It was probably
Don't
like
know.
it was
Close
definitely
to, probably at least.
at least probably about 10 years. So it's just crazy
Yeah.
because they really didn't do that much. We're playing the PS4 version, but it's technically just like a more polished version of the original game.
Okay.
So like everything about it is still the same for the most part.
Cool. Oh, I need to build fences in here. Shit.
But we're really focusing on trying to nail down all of the interrogations as best as we can to try to get like
Sure.
the most stars and stuff. It's just I love that time period. I've always wanted to read more and
Yeah.
watch more about like 1940s and 1950s Hollywood, so that game is like perfect for that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just really fucking good. Like the story's really good,
Cool.
the character's really good. And I remember the one thing that like really sticks out to me. This is gonna be a really weird thing, but I promise it's gonna make sense. When you watch the characters' mouths as they speak, I remember that being the first game where like it actually looked like they were speaking, like the words that
Yeah.
they were speaking, instead of their mouths just like randomly moving. I remember Rockstar being really good about like mouth and facial animation and stuff. And then other than that, I've been playing 2 other games lately. I have been playing Overwatch again.
Okay.
I dove back in just randomly. I didn't feel like playing anything else, so I started playing a few matches, and before you know it, I lost like most of my weekend to it.
Sure.
So that game is still really good. I got involved with a little bit of the anniversary stuff, at least as far as like leveling up a few times to get a couple of the anniversary loot boxes. The new skins for the game are very good.
Yeah.
I'm still very fond of my police skin for Diva that I have. It just like turns the mech into a giant police car, and she's wearing like a cop uniform.
Love the police.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not sarcastic at all. And then yeah, I mean, other than that, let me think. So Overwatch, LA Noire. Oh yeah, and then I've also been playing Rage 2.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play the first one because I heard that it was awful back in the day. I looked into this one. I watched Giant Bomb's quick look of it, and I was like, this is going to be like because what I've really been wanting is just to play more Far Cry New Dawn whenever Alex is not playing. Alex is not playing it with me.
Okay.
But that game, like, we're playing it entirely like in my save. Like, it doesn't count like in his save. So like, if I would play it outside of our streams, it wouldn't give us anything to do. I would play all the missions and there'd be
No,
nothing
I get
left.
it.
So I needed another game like that, and it basically is just that, and I'm satisfied
Yeah.
with it for that reason. I just
Cool.
need another game to like catch up with my podcast, catch up with my Giant Bomb stuff, and it's basically
Totally.
just been that. I saw, I think it was Mike Mahardy today, who works at Games. Does he work at GameSpot still, just in the New York
Yeah.
office now? Okay.
Yeah.
Really cool guy. Follow him on Twitter. He tweets a lot about video games and stuff like we do. But he basically said like once you hit the 10-hour point, it's where you're going to determine whether you like, love it or hate it, because it's just you realize that it's like you're going to hit the grind at that point. Which I'm fine with it. I think it looks really good. It plays really good. The shotgun is really good.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best video game shotguns I think I've ever had the pleasure of shooting in a game.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean the missions are very samey. The story is like a bad like sci-fi movie, original movie script.
Yeah.
But I kind of love it. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like I can embrace it. Like it's over the top. It's like if a big like Hollywood action movie got made into like a dumb video game.
Totally. That's cool.
So yes, that's pretty much it for me as far as like the video game side of things. How about you?
What have I been playing? Played some Stardew. I like been working through my farm when I have downtime and like on the weekends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting pretty far in my farm. Me and Will started a farm on co-op one night,
Mm-hmm.
which was fun. What else? I started always playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So I've been traveling a lot. So that's a fun game to play when you're at airports because there's a ton of stops in airports.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to an airport since I started playing Pokemon Go, but yeah, I've heard that for sure.
Yeah. So did a bunch of stuff with that. Beat some raids this weekend.
That's cool.
Got some cool stuff out of those. Spun a bunch of stops. Like, just fucking bulked up on Pokeballs and stuff all weekend, essentially.
Yeah, I have not been, not to interrupt where you were going, but I have not been playing it too much because the weather here has been shit. So we haven't, it's either been too hot or too rainy every time we've like thought to go to the park. Okay. And so I'm literally up to like 500 regular Pokeballs in my bag right now.
Nice. Like
just from like gifts and random stuff. Like I think I was at like 300 something or 400 something before this big long like lull of not playing it. That's and wild. So like I've like gained like almost over 100 I think from gathering gifts and like spinning Pokestops as I see them and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. We haven't actually been to the park for a walk and like it feels like months, but maybe it's only been weeks. But anyway, yeah, I didn't mean to derail you there.
We did a couple raids, which was fun. Like those are cool to do because you always get something neat. I like finally got one of the quests was like get steel type Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
Meltan, special research.
Yeah.
And so I was able to do that finally because that was really annoying.
Yeah.
And what else? Did some other like special research stuff. Got some new guys.
Yeah, did you see the one Pokemon? It's like a new generation one that just looks like a bush with a cherry on top of it.
Yeah, like the Cherum?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Like, I just, like, it was almost like the moment you had when you saw there was a Pokemon named Stunky.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
I was like, they're just making dumb shit up now. But, oh well,
there's some cool-ass looking ones, too.
Yeah, there's that's the thing, yeah, there's, for every, like, one dumb one, there's, like, 10 cool ones, so. Damn, you really went hard with this fence.
Yeah, we gotta keep the chickens and the cows over there on the other side of the farm.
I was gonna ask, is there anything you want me to be doing for our farm here? Because I've just been kind of wandering around and foraging.
Have you talked to the chickens today?
No, I'll go do that.
Gotta talk to the chickens.
So you've been playing Stardew on your own time. You've been playing Pokemon Go on your own time.
Pokemon Go. I got back. Still playing Egg Inc. on my phone.
Okay.
That's fun. I got back into on the trip and just like around the house.
Yeah.
I started playing Marvel Puzzle Quest again, but then I fell off of that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time to load anymore. I don't know. It's weird. It just takes a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, this isn't worth it. And just like I just wasn't having fun with it really.
I fell off of that too. Like number one, like you said, when you stop having fun with it, and then like you have to be down for that very specific type of game, and you have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't having as much fun with it as I used to.
Yeah.
Like there's other games on my phone. I got back into Picross really hard.
Oh yeah, Picross is really good.
Yeah, I've been playing like this free-to-play Picross games, like ad-supported, but it's not like obnoxious with it really.
I was gonna say, I think
And
the
there's
one
like,
that you told me to play like years ago was the one I got sucked
yeah,
into pretty hard, and then I got into
yeah,
another one that like was really like egregious with the ad stuff.
yeah.
And so it was like literally like every couple minutes you would get an ad,
Uh,
and I was like, I can't deal with
yeah,
this.
that's obnoxious. No, this one's okay. Like this one will give you an ad after you beat a level,
Okay,
and then there's like little banner ads at the bottom, but that's about it.
gotcha.
And so yeah, that's been a lot of fun actually. That like I love like for a reason like I was worried I wouldn't be able to like play them as much because
Hmm.
like I hadn't played them in probably a year and a half.
Yeah,
Honestly, like I feel like I haven't played Picross in forever.
yeah,
But I was like immediately back in it. Like immediately was like, oh, this is how you do this. Like this means this. Like because these ones are like 15 by 15.
yeah.
The ones where I was at because like I gotten fairly far in the game,
Hmm.
and so I was like, oh, this is gonna be difficult. But it really, I just immediately took back to it. Like, oh, this is how this works.
Yeah, no, it's
That
one of
was
those
cool.
games that like it's not a skill that you ever really lose to play it.
No, yeah, I was because I really was worried. I was like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get in this and just be completely lost. But
yeah,
no, it was like immediately just solving puzzles.
yep. No, it's a
What
really nice pick up
else?
and go game, especially like you said,
Mhm.
somebody who travels all the time. It's nice to have something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think if I played anything else lately. Oh, the other night with Will, I played this game called Stick Fight.
Oh,
That
okay.
game was fun. It's like this little cheapo game, but it's like it's very minimalistic. You just
Yeah.
play as like a stick figure, and there's like weapons and stuff on like little levels, and it's almost like WarioWare meets Smash Brothers
Oh, nice.
in a
Okay,
way,
that's cool.
because like you're just like the level cycle, like you win, like you get one stock essentially,
Yeah.
and once you win the level, like it just cycles to a different level,
Okay.
and then you play again, and there's like weapons and stuff on it. There's like these fun like little snake weapons that are pretty fun,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was having a fun time with it. Like there's like a lot of times where it's just bullshit, like it's just fun bullshit
Yeah.
essentially. It's just nonsense.
No, it's
So
cool because like a lot of there's a lot of garbage on Steam, especially, and so it's cool that
yeah.
like little games like that can still turn out to be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
no, it was fun, and like just against one player was super fun. So I can imagine like if I get four in there or whatever, it'll be a blast.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
what else? Anything
I
else?
I've been meaning to dig into my Steam backlog for a long time, and I just
Yeah,
haven't. I just haven't. Like mostly because I don't really want to install anything new on this fucking thing right now.
sure. I've been having a hankering to play Minecraft again,
Yeah.
but like the version I have on my computer doesn't support controller,
Oh
and I
God.
don't want to play with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
So
That's wild.
I
That
think
doesn't
I might
support.
upgrade to like Windows 10 over the summer and just buy Minecraft on the computer again.
Yeah. That'd be a good game to sink some time into over the summer.
Yeah, that game's fun.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, there's something zen about it. Like I think that was the first like game I ever played that I feel
Yeah.
like I had a genuine zen experience with it.
Yeah.
Because that was right when we played that like in early college. I think was the first when I was starting to really get involved with podcasts, and that was like the perfect podcast game. Like the
Yeah.
first time I think I'd ever found one that was so perfect for that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've got the free Minecraft that came with my computer as well, so I'm assuming that it's
That's
the
cool.
Windows 10 version because my computer's running Windows 10. So
Yeah.
I haven't played it. Like I don't even know if it's still installed because I think it was like pre-installed, but I think I might have uninstalled it to like make room for other stuff. Even though that game doesn't really take up much space, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. I've thought about going back into Minecraft for a long time, but I just never have.
It was a fun one. I haven't played in a long time.
Yeah.
So I've been I don't know, just I've been hearing people talk about it and seeing like the updates and stuff, and
Yeah.
it seems like I would have a good time with it.
I think what initially dropped me off that game, as with most games, is there's like a hook in Minecraft, and I think for me it was like the mining part of it, and like
Yeah.
seeking like your first diamond. Like your friends always talk about finding a diamond, and then when you actually find some diamonds for yourself, and then like
Yeah.
the like anxiety you have about getting to the surface so you don't lose the
Sure.
diamonds. Like after you've experienced that a couple times, it's like you really have to find a reason to keep playing it for yourself. And
Yeah, yeah, you do have to create your own like
Yeah.
fun with it. I remember when I was playing, one of the things was like I wanted to create what was I trying to create? Like an underground subway system throughout the game, and that was like a fun little mission to do.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
And like some other stuff, like, oh, I want to make this, like I want to do this, or you know,
Yeah.
like trying to create stuff. Like sometimes I would
Yeah.
go and trying to think. I would go and like find an island sometimes
Mm-hmm.
and just like hollow out the island. Like I would just like leave the barriers up to keep the water out and just like hollow it out.
Yes, that was a
Go
very
all the way
fun.
down to Bedrock.
Yes.
And that was fun to do. So
Go all
they
the
would
way
just be
down to
different
Butt
things.
Rock.
Yep.
No, that was
Try to get to that Van Halen level.
legitimately though. That was like after I did the diamond thing. That was the first thing that I thought to do was like, what if I just fucking mine everything?
Yeah.
And then like just walking around and like it being nighttime and seeing like a glow in the distance of like a cave, like a partial cave
Yeah.
that you'd have to dig further into.
Oh yeah.
If I was going to get back into the game, that would be the thing that would keep me going, was
Yeah.
just like random like mining stuff, I think.
Sure.
Because I never got into like the creative mode, so I never like built anything
No,
cool.
me neither.
So I don't know. Yeah, for me it was always the exploration part, and then I really truly think that I stopped liking it a lot after they added the hunger bar to it for survival mode.
Oh, that's fair.
So I don't know. I would end up playing it on like what's the easy mode without, or like peaceful mode or whatever.
Yeah, peaceful. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up just playing it on that after a while because I didn't want to have to deal with because part of me was like, I don't want this game to be. It was cool like initially playing it with you and having to deal with all the monsters and stuff, but
Yeah.
when you have to worry about that, and then especially the hunger meter just really set it over the edge for me. It's like I don't want to have to
Sure.
worry while I'm playing this game.
Yeah, I think that's
So.
fair.
Yeah.
Do we do the mushroom cave?
I did 2 days ago, so there might be something in there, but
No, I was trying to remember if we picked it or not. Oh, I just ate the red mushroom, and I got sick, so that's cool.
good life advice: never eat the red mushroom. So is that it as far as video games go for you? Is there anything else you've been
I
playing?
think so. I haven't been playing anything on computer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay.
Lots
Next
of phone games. Lots of phone games. Been traveling a lot.
phone games
I
are
did
good.
play a very, very, very shitty version of Tetris on the plane screen. That
Oh
wasn't fun to
God,
play,
Jesus!
'cause it was like touch screen, and you had to like lift your hand to play it, and then yeah, it was not good.
like on the backs of the seats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I did play 20. I played 2048 on the back of the seat, and that wasn't too bad.
Okay, that's cool.
I like 2048. That's a fun game.
So you said they were free to play on the plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know sometimes, like, you know how you pull up to a restaurant and they got the little things like in Red Robin's now,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you have to like pay $1 to let your kid play games or
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
Okay.
this was a free, but it was not even worth it. So
Pay $1 to let the Ben play the games.
yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's that, we'll move on to the next thing, which I figured we could categorize as like TV and movies.
Sure.
So I'll talk about what I've been watching. Not too many movies or anything lately, but there's 2 shows that I've watched. One of them has 1 episode until I'm completely done with it, and then the other one I binged all of this weekend.
Wow.
I'll
Okay.
start with that one. It was only 8 episodes, so don't get too excited.
Yeah, that's
but
quite a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, it was a anime. We've been talking in our one friends group about anime, so it got me inspired to watch some anime, which is something I haven't done in a while. So I watched one called Demon Slayer on Hulu.
Okay.
And it was a subtitled show because it's still very new. I don't know if you can even find dubs of it anywhere. I don't have a premium Crunchyroll or Funimation subscription anymore just because I wasn't using them. So I was kind of flipping through to see like what was on Hulu and Netflix, and that one just caught my eye. I didn't know anything about it going into it, and I watched it. And Christa, somebody who doesn't even like anime, she watched most of it with me. And
cool.
I can safely say it's like one of the top 5 best I've seen ever. It's really,
Nice.
really, really good. It's got. I'm a big sucker. Even if I don't like the anime, I usually always love the theme songs because I love like J-pop, K-pop, and it's just one of the best openings and best like anime theme songs I've ever heard.
Nice.
It's just a really good show. And it's a lot more like touching than you'd expect it to be. And it really got me to thinking about like where I sit, because I know a lot of fucking nerds like us like to argue over like subs versus dubs.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, I made the point in our friends group on Facebook. I was like, if I'm like working or doing something else, I'll watch dubs so I don't have to. Because if you watch subs, then you can't pay attention
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
But I think even further than that, I think I'm starting to prefer subs because you get this raw emotion from the original voice actors that does not translate to English voice actors.
Hmm.
It just, at least in some cases, like I think some
Sure.
dubbed anime is good, but I think in this case I'm really happy that I watched this one subbed. Even though I didn't have a
Okay.
choice, I think I still would prefer the subbed version of a lot of anime now.
Nice. Okay.
For me, it's like my brain is so fucked lately that it's actually forcing me to pay attention to the thing that I'm watching.
Yeah.
And so it kept me engaged for 8 episodes. And I'm not a binger.
Wow.
I think I've said it on this program before. I'm not a binger, but we watched it in an afternoon.
Wow. Okay.
And so it kept going. Like it was just one of those stories that was so good, like you didn't want it to end. And I'm assuming they're going to be putting new episodes up soon. I think that they're kind of like on a break or something right now.
Okay.
But I think Hulu does a lot of like the live, like simultaneous, whatever they call them, simulcasts or whatever. Not quite that, but like they put them up pretty soon after they air in Japan. So
Okay. Cool.
so that's pretty cool. So I'll be able to keep up. I think Crunchyroll's got it too, and I can technically watch Crunchyroll anytime I want because you can watch anything on there with ads.
Okay.
So that's nice. I kind of forgot about that because I had Crunchyroll Premium for so long that I like tried to watch something on Crunchyroll one time and I got ads and I was freaking out and I was like, oh wait, never mind. This is like normal. So, but yeah, there was that, and then Chris and I have one episode left that airs next Monday of Chernobyl, the HBO show.
Oh yeah. What do you think of that? Because I have not watched it yet, but I want to.
Out fucking standing.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. You can tell that the people who made it are very knowledgeable of the actual event.
Nice.
There's actually a companion podcast. I don't know if it's on Android devices or other podcasting apps, but at least on the Apple Podcast Store. It's just called Chernobyl, and two of the guys that made the show just like dissect each episode. And when I first heard about that, I was like, well, like there's a lot of like fan casts and stuff for shows.
Yeah.
But like I feel it's different in this case because the guy like knows his shit and he literally breaks it down scene by scene. And the one guy kind of like sets it up like, okay, so in episode 3, about 20 minutes in, we saw so and so go here and do that. And he goes, so how realistic was that with like, how does that align with like what really happened? And they like literally break it down like scene by scene.
That's cool.
So it's been really cool for me to like watch the episode with Christa, and then we've both been listening to the podcast while we work. And it's almost like getting like another episode of the show. Because it's just giving you so much more insight than you had. Like I thought I knew a lot about Chernobyl going into this, but there's a lot that I did not know. So it's been cool to learn some new stuff. But yeah, very, very good show. Limited miniseries. 5 episodes is all they're doing. Episode 4 just aired Monday night, and we just watched that tonight. It continues to be one of the best shows on TV right now. Very, 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 very graphic, but very realistic. And the only thing I would say is that they had it's not really a spoiler because apparently this happened in real life, and it's not like, I'm not going to talk about anybody dying or anything, but they had an episode where they were like, okay, we're going to go out and we're just going to hunt cats and dogs.
Sure.
And I was like, well, you probably didn't need to show like the dump truck like dumping a like load of animal corpses into this thing and then like pouring concrete on them.
Yeah.
Like I get why they had to do it because of the radiation, but it was just a very long drawn out scene. Like we thought it was over because they flashed to like another like set piece thing, and they just kept coming back to it throughout the episode. So honestly, that's like been my only complaint so far. Like it just seems a little bit like stupid to like have to go into that much detail over this one thing. Like I get that it's a show about the little details, but I don't feel that they needed to go into such strong detail on this. But yeah, other than that, it's been a fantastic show. I'd recommend it to anybody, especially if you're interested in that time period, the Soviet Union stuff, and what actually happened in Chernobyl.
Yeah, I've read books on the bad stuff that happens after that, and it's bad.
Yeah, bad stuff happened, and then some bad people tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to know more about Chernobyl, it's not a plug. I'm not sponsored. I'm telling you, it's a good show. And then how about Ben? What's Ben been watching?
Oh boy, so been watching Marvel's Runaways. That's a TV show we've been into.
That's on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
It's easily bingeable. So we like watched several episodes of that. Like if we had to wait to watch it, I doubt we would watch it because
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, I was
There's
really
like good
excited about
moments.
it.
There's
Yeah,
like good moments, and there's like, this is bad,
yeah,
and so it balances itself out.
okay,
And then so I've been watching that. I mean, it's like based on a comic book series, which I really like it. I really like the comic series. I think it's an interesting concept.
yeah,
But I think it's like they play it more realistic in this one,
mm-hmm.
it's weird. Like the balance between the realism and like the like sci-fi superhero
Mm-hmm.
stuff is like it's heavy swings, hard swings
Okay, there we go. You
in
got
that
there.
show. Hard swings between like, oh, this is a realistic like coming of age drama
Yeah.
to like this some superhero fucking nonsense.
All right.
So it's like hard to stick with sometimes.
Yeah.
And the writing can be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the major TV show we've been watching. Cause we're in the second season of that now. I think we're about halfway through it.
Okay.
But that's just fun to like put on. We're watching on Hulu, so there's like ads and like so it's
Yeah.
like, and we're not like paying super close attention to it. So
Yeah.
it's just something like it's just very light.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
like over the course of like 3 days, or no, I guess it was like, well, no, we started it on the flight down because we had like TNT or something on the flight down,
Yeah.
and Pacific Rim was on TNT,
Oh, okay.
and so we watched like half of that together on the plane, and then I knew it was in our like shared movie library or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like trying to download it at the hotel, but the hotel internet was so bad that it like took forever. So I had to wait until I got, because like I went back for a wedding up to Ohio for a wedding for a coworker.
Yeah.
And it was like, stay at the hotel. The hotel internet's just god awful. Like taking like I mean I think I was on the hotel internet for like 12 hours or something, and it barely downloaded like 6 gigs.
That's
Like I didn't even
wild.
get to that. Yeah, it was terrible. And so, but the wedding took place at like this country club, and the country club had free internet, and it was fast as hell. So I downloaded Pacific Rim, the rest of Pacific Rim at the country club, and
Yeah.
we watched that. What would it have been a couple days ago? Finished it out. Like we watched it. We watched part of it on the seat back of an airplane. Part of it on my phone on an airplane, and then the last like 10 minutes or something on the TV here. So it wasn't the best viewing experience, but that movie's okay.
Yeah.
That movie's not terrible.
I still haven't
It's
seen
pretty
that one.
goofy.
Yeah.
But like in between starting Pacific Rim, you've never seen Pacific Rim?
I have not. Yeah.
Oh wow, you would like it. You
Okay.
would like it. Yeah, you would like it. And then in between watching Pacific Rim, we had our own seat backs on one of the flights, and we were both kind of tired. Like we just kind of need some me time because we've been together like all weekend.
Yeah.
And so we just decided to watch 2 separate movies, and
Yeah.
I watched Overlord, I think it's called.
Yes. Yes.
Like the Nazi movie, but the marketing for that made it seem like a really like horror movie
Yeah.
type movie, and it's not. It's like a war movie meets a horror movie. It was
Okay.
really well balanced. I was like very surprised at how good it was. It was better than I expected it to be.
Is that the one
I thought it
that
was gonna
J.J.
be, like,
Abrams
very-
like produced?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a bad robots movie. Like, I was surprised. I was very surprised at like how like not pulpy it was, because I expected it to be like extremely pulpy,
Yeah.
and just kind of like more Tarantino than it was. And it
That's the
wasn't that at
vibe
all.
that I got from that trailer
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, totally, yeah. And it wasn't that at all. It was like
Okay.
it was a solid movie.
Okay.
Like it's a B+ movie probably.
Okay.
Like it's nothing like amazing or anything, but it was like a fun time, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah. No, I can get down with some movie, like a good B+ movie.
Yeah. I watched Marvel's Endgame or Avengers Endgame. Probably since the last
Marvel's
time.
Endgame. That's basically what it's called.
Marvel's Endgame. That
Yeah.
movie was super surprising at how good it was.
Yeah. I know that we had
I-
talked about kind of like being let
Yeah.
down by Marvel, just at
Yeah,
least compared to
I
like
was-
other
I
Marvel
was
stuff.
not looking forward to it in the least. But then I heard like all the good word of mouth from it, and
Yeah.
it took us like 5 weeks to see it because every time we went to go, like the theater was just fucking booked solid. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And but finally saw it, and yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. The only thing I will
was
say is
really
that
impressed.
I've had the opposite experience where you've heard like the good word of mouth and it made you like want to go see it. I saw
Yeah.
it opening weekend, and there's people that I work with that are claiming it's the best movie of all time.
I don't know if it's the best movie of all time. I'm impressed with how they pulled off all of like
They
the
did.
callbacks and stuff. There's
They
some
did,
really
yeah.
good stuff in that movie. Like it's
Yeah.
very clever. Like there's
Yeah.
some really clever stuff, really impressive stuff in that movie. That I was not expecting to happen.
Yeah.
Like in the least.
Yeah.
They could have made that movie a lot less interesting than they did.
That's true. They could have.
And they did a good job with it. So.
I'm not about to start a fucking like culture war, like nerd war over this shit, but I'm just saying like I've been frustrated hearing people say it's the best movie ever made when I couldn't disagree more with that. Like I liked it a lot.
Parts.
Yeah.
There's some like slow parts, but
yeah.
I was just impressed more with how they like pulled all the themes together. They pulled all the characters together.
They did. Yeah.
They did some really impressive shit with that movie.
It was like the best possible rebound movie they could have had for me after like seeing Captain Marvel, which was fine, but like wasn't amazing. And then same thing with like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No, both those movies were fine, but they were pretty boring.
Yeah, Endgame is a great movie. Like it's a great Marvel movie, and it's up there with like the best Marvel movies that they've ever made for sure. But not like overall in like the pantheon of cinema.
Right? No.
Like I get feeling the need to want to defend something that you like, but I've probably been guilty of using hyperbole like that before, but I don't know. It just everybody at work was just like it's the best fucking movie ever. I'm like,
it's
no.
good though.
Yeah, it's very good. It's probably like
There's
top
several
3.
movements where I was like, oh man, this is cool.
Yeah.
And like it's good. There's some parts that like gave me goosebumps and stuff. I was impressed with it.
Yeah. It actually like elicited like an emotional response from you, which you didn't expect.
Yeah. Bad. It could have been very bad.
For sure.
They made it not bad.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna buy some seeds for the farm. What kind of seeds should I get?
I don't know. We have a full thing right now.
Oh, we don't. Okay, are we gonna add any more or not?
I don't know. We can.
Okay.
We can make it bigger. We can make a big fucking farm. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna get some more cauliflower.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, I don't know. By no means am I saying it was a bad movie. It's just the hyperbole around it's been so overwhelming for me.
No, that's fair. Like I said, I went in with like basically zero expectations.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I watched a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, I like didn't have any thoughts on it at all, and going in with like that attitude was perfect.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was genuinely surprised by some of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Let's see, parsnips. I got us a little bit of everything.
Sounds good.
I got us 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 seeds total.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I figure we can just keep adding on to the garden.
More sprinklers.
Do we have enough to make more sprinklers, or do I just need to like?
So.
Okay. Yeah, no, I want to lean into the farming shit because we didn't do that really the first time around. Like we did, but enough. Like so, yeah. Let's see. I'll wait until you do your thing here, and then I'll plant the seeds. So is that it as far as TV and movies goes on your end of things?
I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, I watched what movie did I watch? Oh, no, not Ocean City. Orange County. I watched Orange County.
Oh, the one with Jack Black and...
Yeah, Jack Black and Colin Hanks. I watched that movie. Just wanted me to watch that movie. Because it made her think of something from something else. And I had never seen it. And she was mad that I had never seen it. So we watched it. And you know what? That movie's pretty good.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good. Yeah. I remember liking that.
That's like one of the earliest indie movies. Like when you think of like indie movie, that's an indie-ass indie movie.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Because I remember back in the day watching like Jack Black and School of Rock as a kid, and then going from that to Orange County, and I was like, "What the fuck, Jack Black?"
Yeah.
And then,
that was a hell of a movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did not expect to like it as much as I did.
It seems just like such a random thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you got to watch Orange County. Like what?
Yeah. Like what?
But yeah. No, that's
you gotta watch this movie with Colin Hanks and Jack Black.
Yeah, they make a really great duo in this movie.
Yeah. What are you
What
talking
what year is
about?
that movie from? Isn't it early 2000s?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, that was fun. That was a fun watch.
Yeah.
We watched, I don't know, I don't remember how long ago we talked about all this, so I don't know exactly what we talked about before on this show. So,
Okay.
watched this movie called Kaboom, which
Okay.
was wild.
I don't remember talking about this, so
That
yeah.
movie was bonkers. It's another indie movie, and it's weird. It's like, it's this college film. Like, it's about a kid who goes to college.
Okay.
He's like bi, or no, he's just gay. Yeah, I think he's just gay.
Okay.
But like, there's like this prophecy. It's a very weird movie.
Okay.
He has a best friend who's a lesbian, and she's like dating a witch, which is crazy. And like, there's this prophecy where he's like supposed to be like the this cult leader's like only son or something like that. And
Are you sure you didn't just watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
yes.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, so she dates a witch. There's like these like animal masked people that keep kidnapping people and murdering them.
Hell yeah.
It's a whole it was a whole thing. It was a whole movie. It was
Oh shit. Speaking of that, sorry, Animal Masks reminded me. You know that Pluto streaming thing?
Yeah.
That that guy took my quote for that article and everything.
Yeah.
Well, we've been using Pluto a lot, like for dumb stuff, but they were playing You're Next on there the other night.
Oh, nice. That movie's good.
I fucking love that movie so much. Like, I forgot how much I love it. The soundtrack especially is very, very good.
Yep.
But it's just a very good movie. Like, I dived into that movie with 15 minutes left, and I just I didn't need any more than that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, it's good.
The movie owns.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, this Kaboom movie.
What else? Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
I went over to Jess's place. I think, what? Do we have a flood day? I forget what happened. Yeah, it was a flood day.
Okay.
Like, we had a flood day because the roads were all shit, and we were both off.
Okay.
And I was like, if I was just sat around, I would have just like been day drinking, and I was like, I don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah.
So I went over there, and she like, as soon as I got there, she was like, I started this weird movie. And I was like, okay. And then we just watched it, and it was like, this is bad, but we were just like laughing at it and stuff.
That's really funny.
And so that was fun. It was like a fun experience, and it was man, it's a roller coaster. It's a ride of a movie.
Yeah, no, that's really
It
funny.
is something else.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was interesting. It was like almost like an asylum movie, but not quite that bad. Like, there wasn't terrible CGI in it or anything. It was just weird. There was just a lot going on in it without much payoff for anything.
Yeah, that's funny.
So,
as if I needed to sell you on Pluto even more besides the fact that it's free. There's an Asylum channel on Pluto.
oh man, I was looking at movies like Pacific Rim, and one of them that popped up was Atlantic Rim. And I was like, oh yeah, dude.
Yep. I never saw Atlantic Rim.
No, I've never watched that one either.
Yeah.
The other day was like our anniversary of watching Titanic 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Man, Titanic 2.
And then what was the Fast and Furious one? Was it 100 miles per hour?
Yeah, 200 miles
or
per
200
hour.
miles per hour,
like Yeah.
Oh, man. No, but yeah, no, the Asylum, like, their movie catalog is, like, really big. And so it's that channel on Pluto is just all the worst shit you could possibly imagine on loop.
I love it.
And so I feel like if you, of all people, would appreciate that since you have an entire summer free ahead of you.
Yeah. What else have I been watching? I've been trying to catch up on Giant Bomb stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's always my go-to.
I finally caught up on the Crime Crew stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Did you watch the episode from Monday?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Man, the episode before that was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's like, I'm upset that it took me this long to watch it.
Yeah, it's so good. What'd you put? Fertilizer down? Nice.
Or wait,
Or
no,
those
that's...
type of-
Yeah,
what
no,
are
I think
those?
it's... I don't know.
Like the flower seeds or something?
Yeah, it's like... I think it might be kale that I bought.
Okay.
I just like... In my game, I get frustrated with myself every time I don't plant like a variety of stuff.
Sure.
I just like always trying to like grow, and then we can try to get towards that like one achievement eventually, like ship
Yeah.
like so many of every crop or whatever.
Yeah.
Variety couldn't hurt. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember what we were talking about.
Asylum movies.
Yeah, no, Pluto's fucking fantastic. I think I shared this to the Adjective Noun page, but if you guys are behind on the loop, I randomly tweeted about liking Pluto as a streaming service. This NBC News reporter DMs me on Twitter and says, "Can we do a conference call?" And he's like, "I want you to just tell me what you like and don't like about Pluto." And he's like, "And I'll put you in this article."
Yeah, that's
It
cool.
was fucking wild. Like, it was just like, there was like a weird anxiety I had about it too. I was like, I don't like, part of me doesn't want to do it, but then I was like, I'll be mad at myself if I don't do it. So, but yeah, I just went out to my car at lunch at work and just talked to that guy for like 10 minutes. We just were shooting the shit about Pluto. So, not the planet, the free streaming service.
Planet.
But no, they just added a bunch of old MTV stuff and
cool.
a bunch of old Nickelodeon stuff. So I've been watching like old episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark on there. I've been watching old episodes of MTV Cribs, which is fucking just trash television at its finest. But yeah, no, Pluto, honestly, I swear to God, I'm not sponsored by them. I talk about them all the time as if I'm sponsored by them. But I just love that it's something that's free, and it's so good.
Yeah.
The ads are really, really annoying, but you get used to it pretty quick.
Yeah, that's like we've been watching stuff on Hulu, and I'm just so not used to ads, and it's just so...
It's really frustrating, but then I keep remembering, like, oh, I tied this to my Spotify account, so now I'm getting Hulu for free.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too. But, like, I still don't like ads.
Hey, our parsnips grew.
Yeah, nice.
Do we need to keep any of these for anything?
If they're gold star ones, you do,
Okay. But I think, we're going to do like one more day here on Stardew, but I think that pretty much sums it up for me as far as what I've been playing and watching and doing.
Yeah, how many gold ones did you get?
Let me check and see. I got 12.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Yeah.
Gold ones?
Yes.
Oh, dope, okay. Let's go put those in the community center.
Yeah.
And then we can plant more stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to plant. I got this garlic I can plant.
Oh, nice.
And then that's the rest of my seeds that I bought.
I have some cauliflower seeds in here, I think, that we can plant. And some spring seeds, too, so...
Okay.
Let's plant what we can here.
I also do have some spring seeds, so I'm going to get mine.
You some money.
Especially the gold ones, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I've got some spring seeds somewhere in my inventory here, but I'm not sure where I put them. Really? Oh, I have mixed seeds. I have a rare seed as well.
Okay.
That's a fall thing.
I was gonna say, I think that takes a little bit.
Am I like totally blanking on this? Is there actually spring seeds or is it just mixed seeds?
There should be spring seeds. Yeah,
okay.
There's a thing called spring seeds.
Okay, I guess I
get them as a reward for doing, I think whatchamacallit? One of the bundles.
Okay. I must have already either used mine or I just never had any to begin with, or I thought they were just mixed seeds. I thought that's what you're talking about. I'm just going to plant these mixed seeds.
Yeah, plant the mixed seeds in the last few places we have left. That'll work. I'm going to sell these silver star parsnips. I'm going to put the regular ones in the fridge.
Okay.
Because we might use them to make stuff later.
So I had 5 mixed seeds. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spots open for seeds yet. Actually, more than that because there's a couple here.
Yeah.
14, 15, 16. 16
I
open
might have
spots.
some mixed seeds to plant, then I'll plant those.
So let's see here.
Yeah, I have 18 mixed seeds to plant. Some of those will die, but...
How many do we need for the bundle? Is it 5?
Yes.
Okay. I won't sell them just in case.
Yeah, just go put them in the bundle.
Okay.
And then you can sell the rest.
Okay. That's wild that I got that many gold parsnips.
Yeah. It's awesome. Well, I put fertilizer down.
Okay, cool.
Earlier.
Oh, that's how quick they came in, and that improves the quality too. Besides the speed.
Yeah, that improves the quality. Like the parsnips come in quick on their own.
Yeah.
But the fertilizer improves the quality of them.
Okay, cool.
So. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've been. I read a book that was fine
Yeah.
called The Last Summer of the Death Warriors. That was all right.
What's that one about? What's that like?
It's like this kid goes to his sister dies, and like his dad had died before that, so he gets sent off to like this home because he was in foster care, but then he like got in a fight in foster care, and then he gets sent to like a boys' home. But there's like this kid there who's like got terminal cancer, so he gets kind of assigned to be like his like caretaker or whatever. And they just like do some stuff. I don't know. It's not great. It's nothing really like exciting to talk about. It's kind of like he's like all full of revenge and stuff, and like wants to kill the person who killed his sister. Like he thinks killed his sister.
Yeah.
And like, but the other kid is like trying to teach him to be like a good person, essentially.
Okay.
And it's interesting. Like it wasn't a terrible read, but it was just kind of basic.
What is happening? My movement on my character is just broken.
Oh.
Like my controller, like the sticks are working.
Huh.
Yeah, my character will not move. It says gamepad mode activated.
Okay.
And it will not move.
Are
my
you stuck
character.
there because you got like the first? I don't know. You in the community center?
Yeah, my character's just in front of the pad. I dropped the 5 in, and now my guy is just stuck here.
Try hitting B one more time.
Yeah.
Does that help at all?
No, it doesn't.
What happens if you hit start?
Nothing.
Oh, weird.
It's like it's controlling like the. Hold on a minute. Okay, fucking stupid.
I feel like that happened to me the other day.
Yeah, like it's fucking weird. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna roll with it. All right. That was really bizarre. But anyway,
Sure.
Sorry, I like derailed what you were telling me about that book you were reading.
No, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It's fine.
So a long time ago, did you ever watch that space movie Arrival? The one that was like,
Which one is that the one with the weird aliens?
Yeah, like the one that's really about
Yes.
language, like teaching how to talk and stuff.
That's
Did
a
you?
good-ass movie.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you ever read the book, the short story book that was based on?
Did I read it? No.
Okay, yeah. So Ted Chiang wrote that first one. It was called something Stories of Your Life and Others, I think is what it was called.
Okay.
So I read that first book a long time ago, like when Arrival first came out, and like that was one of the few things I could actually bring myself to read because it was short stories.
Sure.
And so I did this. I'm doing the same thing with his new book. It's called Exhalation. Okay. It's just like basically his follow up to that book. It's just more short stories.
Okay.
And I've only read the first story in it so far because I still just like have to like fucking force myself to read these days. But the first story was very, very good. It was like it was like a time travel story kind of. It almost reminded me of like what's that movie, The Time Traveler's Wife or whatever.
That is a movie.
I think it kind of reminded me. I think I saw that a long time ago, and this kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but like a better version of it.
Cool.
It was just like this guy that kept seeing like he could like basically walk into this shop and take this time portal and like see how things were going to play out and even like intervene if he wanted to.
Okay.
I don't know, like I thought it was going to be really cliched because it kind of just went with like the typical like butterfly effect thing that a lot of time travel things go with. Like, hey, if you fuck with things like now, like as you time travel, it's going to mess up things in the future.
Sure.
And it did totally do that stuff, and I was really disappointed at first because I was like, it wasn't that long of a story. It was only like 20 pages long, and I thought that I saw where it was going like immediately, and it really didn't have any particularly like amazing twists or turns. But it was just very, very heartfelt by the end of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a really nice, just a really nice story. Like, I got like by the time I read like the last 5 pages or so, I was like, oh, okay, like the main
Yeah.
character like comes to the same realization that like the reader comes to like almost at the exact same time. Like it's
That's
really
cool.
well. He's a really good writer. I really like Ted Chiang's writing a lot.
Nice.
So yeah, that's literally the only book I've been trying to read. I finished. I forgot to tell Aaron this too. I finished that Shawshank Redemption short story, Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, which is what the movie is based on. I've seen the movie once. I've been to Mansfield Reformatory before. I've seen like all the locations for the movie, but I've never brought myself to read the book or the short story that it was based on. And that was a good short story too. I feel like if anything is going to get me back into reading, it'll be short stories.
Yeah, there's this collection I read a long time ago, or a few years ago, I guess. Really.
Yeah.
It's called like The Death Machine or something.
Okay.
It's based on there's like this you know those dinosaur comics? You ever seen those?
Oh yeah.
So like there's one of those where it was like, what if you could know the exact like, what if there's like a machine that would tell you how you're gonna, hey, go take that to the bundle. That's a specialty fish.
Wood skip. Okay.
Yeah, the wood skip. Yeah, that's what I was trying to catch in here.
Okay.
And then it's like, what if there was a machine that told you how you were gonna die, but it was like it only kind of told you, like it was really vague, and like it would be like bus or something like that.
Oh, okay. So
but
like
instead of like being hit by a bus, like it would be like you missed your bus, and then I don't know. I'm bad at making up these stories. That's why I didn't write them. But like there's like a really good like short story anthology about like those machines and like the repercussions of them, and like all the little slips of paper that are like come out of it. Like it's really cool. I really enjoyed that.
As somebody who's a major fan of the Twilight Zone, that gives me major Twilight Zone vibes.
Yeah. It was really good. I liked it a lot, and like you said, like it's short stories, like a few pages, and they're like interesting. Like most of them were pretty interesting.
But they're all like in that same universe.
Yeah, they're all in that same like conceit. Yeah.
But like if you like, let's say you read, I like short story books that are like, as long as they're in the same universe, but as long as they're not like required to read them like immediately one after another.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like no, they're not serialized or anything like that, and like they're not even necessarily like same universe. Like it's all just the same conceit. Like there is a machine that exists that will tell you how you're going to die.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, I feel like I could get down with that for sure.
Yeah, I think you would really like those.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to read the rest of Ted Chiang's latest book because I've heard nothing but good things about it. A lot of people are even saying it's better than the first one that Arrival came out of, so
yeah,
it's exciting to hear. I just, in general, like, it's not that it's besides the fact, like, that I don't like reading as much as I used to. Like, I can really appreciate a good short story.
Totally.
And I think that's why, going back to the Twilight Zone, why I like the Twilight Zone so much, because I really like standalone stuff that, like, if I just want to watch a couple episodes of the Twilight Zone, I don't feel obligated to have to keep watching to keep up with the plot. I can just jump in wherever.
Yeah.
I really like that about that show. I still have some catching up to do with the new Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen of it, it's very good. It doesn't quite hit the same, like, notes with me as, like, the original show does. Because the original show is just one of my absolute favorites. And I knew going into it, I was like, I love Jordan Peele and I love the Twilight Zone, but I don't know if he's necessarily going to like hit it out of the park for me personally.
Sure.
But he totally does for the most part. I just think that like I hold the old one in such a high cadence that it's hard to, because they tried to bring the Twilight Zone back in like the 90s, I think it was.
Yeah.
And those were fucking terrible. So I was worried. I was like, because I'm sure people back then were like, had the same promise for it.
Yeah.
Like the same hope for it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Sunset and Stardew. Thanks, Ben, for being here. It's been cool to catch up with you on recording. And talk about stuff. Like I said, if anybody watching this video ever has any questions for me or Ben or about the channel or about games, or if you just want to share anything with us, just send it to us on the Adjective Noun Gaming. Yeah, give us something to talk about besides ourselves and what we're watching and doing. We want to hear about what you're watching and doing. Yeah. Send us, DM us on Twitter, tag us in tweets, send us messages on the Facebook page, do whatever you got to do, but get it out to us. I think that's just about going to do it. We're going to try to get some more stuff recorded, hopefully in the near future for you. It's been a lot of archives lately. But yeah, speaking of that, by the time you will be watching this, the latest Far Cry Days archive will be up from me and Alex's latest Far Cry Days. And we'll be doing Far Cry Days again It'll be tonight. So if you're watching this, it'll be Friday. So Friday evening at 9 p.m., like every Friday, we've been doing Far Cry Days, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Not Easter time, Eastern Time. Every time's Easter time when you live in Holiday Land. But anyway, that's going to do it. My brain's broken. It was a long day. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you guys next time.